that's really hard to digest. It's really hard to sit there and listen to people describe how they've lost their loved one to mental health, and you just can't shake that. Education is the one thing that can change a person's life. It can help break the cycle of poverty. It can help make a new life for an entire family if we can just get education right. I'm Eva Ayala. I'm an education reporter for the Dallas Morning News. Journalism makes me happy and sad and frustrated all at once. Because as long as I've been doing this, I still feel like I haven't saved the world. I haven't fixed every problem. And I still feel that responsibility that I have to keep trying. Like the next story is going to help make something else better, and the next story is going to change something else. I grew up in a poor neighborhood. I'm a first-generation college student. And I know the kind of pressure that you feel when you go to college. Like if you don't make it, then the whole world's going to fall apart. I felt like it was an important story, and I wanted to make sure everyone read it because I was really hoping other colleges would pick up the story and see like, oh, this is something that's working at Paul Quinn. This is something that is having an impact on students. How can we do this? How can we partner with a local health institution to provide this for our students? It sounds really dramatic. It sounds really innovative, but they are assessing every single freshman that comes through their door to make sure that they're okay and to normalize mental health, to let folks know that, it's okay if you ask for help. It's okay if you need to talk to somebody. Coming from a Latino background, talking about mental health isn't always easy in our community. In the Black community, it's not always easy. A lot of these students come from very violent neighborhoods. They come from Chicago, where they've seen, kids in their class get murdered. They've come from, New York. They've come from places where they're homeless. And ensuring that these kids can be successful and break that cycle of poverty. Paul Quinn has been very aggressive in trying to make sure that they get them help so that they don't stumble along the way unnecessarily. When I got my degree, my grandmother was like, oh, I'm so proud of you, even if it was a degree in gossip. And, I know she didn't mean that, but you have to work hard to ensure that everything that's in that story is the truth, is honest, is going to make a difference. And you have to be careful with it. You have to handle it with care because you are impacting other people's lives, the community, and everything that you do matters. And people who think that that's just, fake news, they're not in the newsroom with me. They don't see the long hours that my coworkers are putting in to make sure that we're getting the story right, that we're telling the stories that need to be told. We need people out there telling the stories that impact kids. Journalism matters because we need to be out there making a difference in our community. Journalism matters because we need to be out there to help those that are most vulnerable, those who don't have access, that don't have a voice. Journalism is the way that we give people voices in our community. Think local journalism doesn't matter to our students? Think again. Eva-Marie Ayala, reporter, the Dallas Morning News. Real local journalism.